So every summer, I have a personal tradition of playing Cave Story. Why? Well, I'll tell you, but let me get through my intro first. You see, I've had a lot on my mind over the past several months, and I'm sorry, but I have no other avenue to talk about it. So this video is going to be different from my usual style, and if that's not your thing, that's fine. I made this helpful guide to my other videos for you to watch instead. Anyways, I'm going to start by complaining about my dad. So my dad lives in two worlds simultaneously, neither of which are reality. He is annoyingly pessimistic. Like, I'm known for being pessimistic, but my dad ends up annoying me. I hate to get political, but just to paint a picture, according to my dad, like 90% or more of the country approves of the president. Now, say what you will about the polling numbers, but 90% is just completely false. Like, you might call him a doomer, which would be accurate, if not for his weird optimism when it comes to me. So let's back up a bit. A few months ago, we were driving by an RV park. He starts talking about how a good chunk of the RV park either got sold or it was bought out. Anyways, point is, a whole lot of people who live there for cheap rent got displaced. So, you know, that sucks. And he was telling me about how that sucks. But he also told me that, you know, once I'm rich, I shouldn't forget that poor people are still people. And I'm thinking, buddy, how the fuck am I supposed to get rich if I can't find a job? Like, wishful thinking much? But then he tells me, nah, it'll work out, and that I'm destined for greatness. I mean, it's a nice thought, but like, it's just so separated from my current reality that I can't help but get annoyed. Like, yeah man, any day now I'm gonna hit it big, I say as I'm jerking off to fucking Amy Rose for the third time today because I have nothing better to do. Now you might think, okay, maybe this was a one-off, or maybe my dad was just trying to give me some encouragement. But a few weeks ago, my car was in the shop. Oh yeah, that's a funny tangent. Son, you are destined for greatness. My car doesn't have AC and the check engine light is on. Anyways, so it's fixed, and we're at the shop to pick it up. My dad's talking with the mechanic, and he says something to the effect of, yeah, one day he, referring to me, will be driving a Ferrari. So yeah, my dad really does just think I'm gonna hit it big somehow. I really don't know where this line of thinking comes from, because recent conversations about my future have revolved around me just becoming a teacher, since that's kind of just the fail-safe career option. My mom was a teacher, my dad was a teacher. If I become a teacher, like, am I going to get a bunch of Hispanic kids to pass the AP Calculus test and then get a movie made about it? Like, where the fuck is this extreme level of success coming from? Like, Dad, you were a teacher, where the fuck is your Ferrari? And on the topic of me being a teacher, let me back up and complain about my mom a bit. So a few days before writing the script, and a few weeks before I get the video out, I actually landed a job interview. I know, unheard of in this day and age. Anyways, the interview was in the morning. It went horribly, by the way. I was absolutely not the right candidate. But anyways, that afternoon, my mom sits me down, starts discussing what I'm gonna do for work. Like what's my plan? I just had a job interview. What the fuck are you on about? Which ties into my main grievance against my mom. Literally, like, it feels like nothing is ever good enough for her. Like, so I get into college, I'm doing good in my classes, but no, it's not good enough. I need to join a club. So I'm working summer jobs because, you know, she says she wants me to start getting stuff down on my resume. You know what? All right, fair enough. Except it's not good enough. I need to volunteer as well. So I start volunteering. Except it's not good enough. I need to find an internship or something. I got the internship. But it's not good enough. I need to work a second job on top of that. And I got let off the hook there because she also wanted me to volunteer on top of working the internship and the like, yeah. But I got lucky. I couldn't find a place to take me. So yeah, I landed my first interview in several months. Things were looking up for a change. But no, it's not good enough. I need a career yesterday. And let's say I end up becoming a teacher, or one of my pending applications ends up pulling through. It won't be good enough if I can't move out. And let's say I can finally move out. It still won't be good enough. She wants grandkids. Now don't get me wrong, I love my parents. But loving them is one of the hardest things I do. Now here's a shower thought. If life is so short, why does everyone want to waste my time? Story time. In a vain attempt to placate my mother, I went to this workforce hiring place to get info about a job installing alarms. absolutely nothing to do with anything I studied or anything I have experience in. But whatever, job's a job, right? So I get to the place, I sign over my fucking soul, because they needed a ton of personal info to set up an account for me. And then I had to wait to talk to the person that I was actually there to see. And when I talked to her, the conversation lasted 5 minutes because they were looking for like an electrician or something. So let's recap. Took 30 minutes to find the place, in my car with no AC and the check engine light on. Took another 30 minutes to sign up for an account that has yet to be of any use. And then 2 fucking hours to wait for a 5-minute conversation. Complete waste of time. But in the ever-wise words of my mother, it didn't hurt to try. But I want to speak on this, because it's people like my mom who are the ones who talk the most about the passage of time. You know, it's always like, life is short, and you grow up in the blink of an eye. It feels like just yesterday that you were starting college, you know, stuff like that. Well, listen, as the guy who did the growing up and the going to college, I believe I speak with some authority when I say that shit took a long time. Like, it pisses me off every time I hear the phrase, in the blink of an eye, because I don't know, man. I'm fucking blinking, and my life still sucks. It annoys me, because it feels like it completely minimizes all the shit I went through in that time. Oh, it went by so fast. Starting school, having to make friends for the first time. Oh, that went by so fast. Oh, your grandpa fucking dying and your first time learning what death is. Oh, that went by so fast. Every time you made a friend, they moved away, and you had to start over. Oh, that went by so fast. Living in a mobile home while our house was being remodeled, and going through puberty at the same time. Oh, that went by so fast. Oh, your other grandpa, who we lived with for 11 of the now 15 years of your life. Yeah, he died too. Oh, that went by so fast. Countless sleepless nights because you decided to take every AP class you could. Oh, that went by so fast. Oh, a global fucking pandemic. Oh, that went by so fast. Oh, changing your major because you fucking suck at engineering. Oh, that went by so fast. It wasn't fast. It was a fucking struggle just to get nowhere. And it pisses me off the way the phrase, in the blink of an eye, minimizes that struggle. Living isn't fucking easy. Well, maybe you're a fucking boomer like my parents, they just handed shit to you. But living isn't easy for the rest of us. Sorry I dragged this bit out so long. You probably didn't need to hear my whole life story to get the point I wanted to make, but sorry, whatever. So yeah, they say life is short, but it doesn't feel very short to me. So maybe it's because my channel is fairly new, but I see a lot of other new channels in my recommended. And the one thing we all have in common is that finding a job is impossible. Like at first I thought, oh, it's stupid to devote any amount of time to this shit. It's gonna take away from me finding a real job. But honestly, I think the 1 in a shit-fuck-tillion chance of getting internet famous is just as likely to hit as getting a job. So I don't see trying as a waste of time anymore. But that begs the question, do I think I can make it? And honestly, the answer is no. Like, I don't have the energy that the popular influencer people have, and my dry-ass sense of humor doesn't have widespread appeal. There's also the part where my mic sucks ass because I'm just using a headset, and I'm not going to invest any money into this thing. Unless, of course, I don't know, it ends up taking off. Yeah, then the investment's worth it. But until that day, yeah, sorry, we're operating on a budget of $0. Oh yeah, and also apparently gaming content is like a dying medium. And while I have other skills, I don't think I could make content with them. So yeah, low likelihood of making it. But I try because I truly think, if somehow I make it, I would be a really good content creator. And by really good, I mean, I won't touch kids or women without consent. Okay, but seriously, not to call out anyone specifically, but think of every clip you've seen of the 3 million billion sub streamer flexing their wealth on the filthy plebeian viewers. Now let's think back to what my dad said. When you're rich, don't forget that poor people are still people. Now obviously power corrupts. I've been powerless my whole life, so I couldn't tell you how I would react if I was given power. But hold me to that. Don't let me forget. Now there's one other reason that I think I'd be a good content creator. I might sound egotistical for saying this, but my mom and some of her friends have told me that I have a likable personality. Now I can think of plenty of people from high school that fucking hated me, but it is true that I've been able to make some pretty unlikely friends. And looking at the limited responses to my videos so far, they're all pretty positive. There's not many people, but it seems like the few people there are, I managed to make happy. Thank you, by the way. There's only 26 of you, but you 26 mean so much more to me than you could possibly know. Now, I thought it was a bad idea to sort of break the immersion like this and make a video on the topic of making videos, but going back to all these new creators in my recommended, it seems like it's an okay thing to talk about. Like, it's okay to just say, hey, I hope to be famous too. Okay, I've yapped enough. Thank you for watching. Again, this is not my usual sort of video. Normally I'm just telling shitty jokes over the gameplay, such as my current joke from the Escape Chasm video. Everyone loved the current joke. So if this type of video isn't your thing, I'll be back to doing that next time, don't worry. And if this type of video is your thing, well, I'll play Cave Story again next summer. Nah, but really, if you don't stick around to watch more, I still appreciate you watching to the end of the video. Oh wait, I never told you why I play Cave Story every summer. Sorry, video's ending. I'll have to tell you some other time. Bye.